back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about why we moved to China and kind of how we got here. So this is our little story. I know we started with us coming to China, but here's how it really started, okay? It first started with Afana.
Hey guys, I'm Afana. You've probably seen me in the vlogs and stuff being annoying AF.
This is true, this is true.
But yeah, okay, so here's how it began. I was sitting in my bed one day after I graduated, searching for a job like any post-grad does. I'm on my school's website. I've exhausted Indeed, Craigslist, like
Monster, all of them,
everything, and I've exhausted it, and I'm on my school's website desperate, you know, just going to Harbin real quick. And while searching, there it was like teach English in China. I was like, okay,
whatever.
Why not? Basically,
sure,
why not? And I hit Kristen and I'm like, so want to teach English in China? Basically,
because of who I am as a person, I'm like, yeah, why not? Sure.
So I applied for it first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I put in like the wrong date and stuff, like the wrong date for them to accept me. And they basically rejected me, right? And then this fucking bitch, okay? That's what she is, a fucking bitch. She puts in the right information after, like she applies after me. And they sent her an interview, they're like, okay, yeah, let's interview you. I'm like,
listen, but I told her to apply again and I told her what to put on the application. I'm not doing this by myself. But this was just with a company that places you with another school. So
yeah, basically like a recruiting agency.
Yeah.
Now here is where the story begins. Go ahead. So
the first school we got, I guess, what do you call it? Paired with or matched with? Sure. They wanted me out in 2 weeks. I didn't even think that was possible. They wanted me out in 2 weeks, but Afana didn't get it.
I didn't. Yeah, they're like, because I told them, because she was like, yeah, they're like, are you willing to come in 2 weeks? She's like, yeah. And I see if I'm willing to come in 2 weeks. I'm like, no.
We can't do that. She's like, ain't happening.
And I'm like, yeah, those shady ass mofos, okay? That's what they are. They were like, no, they didn't even like tell me that
they didn't want you?
Yeah, they told the other people that they didn't want me, I guess. And then like with her, after they accepted her, they sent her an email right away, right? Saying here's the package and stuff, blah blah blah. And then they were like, after she rejected it, she basically said no, they never got back to her. It was like, I don't know,
unprofessional.
Yeah,
that is not how you do business. And I was like really surprised. I was like, oh, so y'all just not gonna say bye?
Yeah, she like asked them a question. She was like, I'm willing to come here this time later. And they just like, after she said no, they're like, okay, we're done. Wasted my time. Let's move on. We're not even gonna talk to you after that, okay?
Super unprofessional.
It was super unprofessional. And for them wanting her there in 2 weeks, they were gonna get her in the country in an illegal way, because when we talk about how long it took us to get to this freaking country, you would see that it's impossible. It's absolutely impossible for them to get her out of America and into China in 2 weeks. There is no way on this earth that she was going, unless it was through an illegal way, right?
I ship my ass in a crate next to some God knows what. That's literally the only way I was gonna go. If I was like boxed in a fucking crate, okay?
Only way. Because we've talked to other people, and we're not the only people who had problems get into this country. Like,
so now they're sus. Like, what were you gonna do?
Yeah, honestly, what were you gonna do? Like, one person said that they might have they were gonna bring you in on like a just traveling visa, I guess.
We don't know. We never even got to that
and
step.
Figure it out from there. But
yeah,
it was impossible. Okay, it's just impossible. Please tell me how you're gonna get her out of the country in 2 fucking weeks.
Besides in a crate, in a box.
Yeah.
But yeah, the first school was a bust. It was just like one or the other, and obviously, like, I'm not leaving the country by myself. Like, it's not happening. So that was a no go.
Yeah.
But the second school,
was it second?
Yeah, the second school, it worked out obviously better because we're here. We had a couple of interviews with this one. Like, yo, I mean, I get it. You know, we're moving across the country. You're gonna trust us to like teach kids and all this shit. And I completely understand, like, you know, you need a couple of interviews, but it was like a little too much.
It
fam.
was
a little too much.
and it was low-key sus AF because we never in the first interview we saw the people, right? In the second interview we did not see anyone. No, like when we signed the contract and everything to there was a part where we were supposed to talk to the person who's like actually at the school, and she's supposed to say welcome us to the school. Like she had Skype problems, so we left this country.
Listen, the whole process getting here is kind of weird. I mean, we had interviews with people we could not see.
Yeah.
Okay? We moved to an apartment we did not see.
We moved to an apartment at 4 a.m.
That's another thing. We did arrive in the country 4 a.m. driving down dark roads. You know, we took a lot of risks. Like, we kind of probably sound really stupid. Actually.
You're lucky you're seeing us right now.
You know, it worked. Look at God. Good looking out, big homie. Like, it worked out, okay? But it was kind of sus because all of our interviews, we didn't see anyone. We just, apparently it was Skype problems. And we didn't think it was sus to have, multiple interviews, always having Skype problems. We saw no one.
To be fair, I did stalk the hell out of the people.
I mean, she did her research online and nothing like weird came up.
Yeah, I like even like his like the email I got that the guy used. I just searched his entire email address, you know, to see what would pop up if anyone would say don't trust, spam, scam, whatever. But
Nothing
you know,
came up.
yeah, there was he had a legit website where he talked about
I don't even know what it was.
I don't know, something about
He had a website and it seemed
something
legit.
about
We're like, okay.
him in China. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay. Whatever.
After we did the multiple interviews, we both got it, which was great. And then they made us change our like timeline. We wanted to come for 6 months.
Yeah.
We're here for a year. So yeah, then it began the stupid process of like getting things together. They asked for 3 things. You would think 3 things would not be so hard. You thought wrong. Okay?
Oh my god. Okay, let's tell you what the 3 things are first. Oh, I have it in my notebook. Hold on. So I have it here, visa info, right? Here's the first thing we need. Degree notarization. Yeah, degree notarization. Then we need to have a background check and a medical check. Okay, so
Where do we start?
what did we do first?
I think I tried to do the medical check thing first. I think that's what I did because my doctor's down the street. I'm like, all right, let me walk in. Let me just do. No. First of all, in my doctor's office just might be a bunch of incompetent ass people. I'm sorry, guys. It's the truth. But yeah, I called like 3 times. Who calls their doctor 3 times to get 1 appointment? And then I finally get someone. They're like sending me to a doctor's in like White Plains. I'm not going there. So then we're like, okay, we got to go to another doctor. We have to pay. Turns out that's all wrong information. We didn't need to do any of that. So then I went to my doctor. She did my form. She filled it out wrong. That's right. She filled it out wrong. So then she had to redo it. I don't know. How long did that take? Going back and forth. I don't even know.
There was a time where like you went back because there was a problem with your blood.
Well, I don't even.
I remember I was in a bank when you called me talking about I'm back at the doctor's again. No, I'm back, but I have to go back again.
I went to the doctor a couple of times, and that's not even counting just the amount of times I had to call them, and then the fact that I had to go there so many times. And my doctor, she's never seen the form before, so she's got a million questions. I'm like, I ain't never moved to China before, girl. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you need to. You're the doctor. Like, she's looking for me for answers. I'm looking for you for answers. And now we're just 2 idiots looking in the room like, what do we do? Do I put this? So yeah, and then we had to go have blood ran a couple of times, then the x-rays. The medical check pretty much asks for everything that you've done your entire life.
My medical check was surprisingly, it wasn't like hers where she had to go back to the doctor a couple of times. It was rough for her. My medical check was easy besides the long wait at the doctor's office because, God,
Incompetent people?
It's just the doctor's office.
Oh.
So when you go there, you gotta expect to be there for like 3 days, just waiting in the waiting room for all the patients to go. At least at my doctor's office, it's just.
I live in a small town, so, and it's like a family practice. I think that's what they call it. So I didn't have to like wait that long. It's just.
It was like 4 hours. I was just sitting in the waiting room, just waiting. It's so annoying. And then I came back a few days later to pick up the paper, but it was fine. I mean, when they filled it out, they did just write scribbles.
That was another thing.
But China seemed to accept accepted. They accepted the scribbles.
I could have done my own damn medical check, okay? I could have checked my ass at home and called it a day because they weren't actual words written on the paper. It's like scribble, scribble,
Scribble.
and then a stamp. I could have done that. I literally could have done that my damn self, okay? Like 12 visits and
Just a couple of scribbles.
just a couple of scribbles. And to come to China, I've had to get another medical check, okay?
I mean, I guess that's why they accepted the scribbles, because they were gonna redo the medical check anyway.
Oh my god, that was so stupid.
Oh my gosh! And then we had like to have 6 pages of our life history printed out at the back of it.
After like all of our blood and all that stuff they ran, they were like, okay, now print out this 25 sheet of everything that's ever happened to you. So we had to like incorporate that. That was just a medical check. And oh my gosh, at the time I was working at H&M. Man, I feel so bad because like I was late for work on a regular. Listen, I'm naturally a shitty employee, but this China process made me an even worse employee. I mean, I came to work half an hour late, 45 minutes late. And if you've ever worked at H&M, you know you won't get a doc, okay? That's not okay. So really, between the medical check and freaking work, something was fucking up.
That actually reminds me that when finding a doctor was like a process, because I worked a full-time job,
Oh my
a 9 to 5, Monday to Friday.
When do people go to the
when
doctor?
do people who work a full-time job and have a life do other stuff that like requires you to do it on business days and business
When do you
hours?
go to the post office?
Like,
If you're like a true adult, like 9 to 5, I need you to explain. When do you do anything?
yeah, because like when I was doing my doctor, it somehow said that it was closed on Saturdays. Turns out that was just a lie. So I'm over here looking up other doctors that are open on Saturday and Sunday that could just do this. And you know what we thought we had to do? We thought we had to go to a medical a travel doctor, because the guy who recruited us told us, yeah, he went to a travel doctor. So we thought we had to go there. That was a waste. We just had to go to a regular doctor. But yeah, so I'm looking up doctors, couldn't find a doctor. And then one day, Saturday, I'm walking by my doctor's office.
I remember
And I look inside. There are people in there, okay? Like,
what you doing here? What you doing here?
like there are people in there like, oh, so I can't come to the doctor on Saturday, huh?
That was a lie.
Yeah, so I did show up on Saturday. After like getting that figured out was a hassle, but then I eventually got it figured out. Yeah.
The medical check was a bitch. The other thing
The medical check was the least of our worries though. You know?
Was it really? No, the background check was the least of our worries. The background check was actually
no,
pretty-
it was pretty easy for you. She went and got her fingerprint. No, finding it. First of all, finding it was a process.
Don't get a background check. Don't do it.
Like just finding somebody who would do it.
Like we have to get our fingerprints and then send our fingerprints into whatever FBI agency we chose or some crap like that. Like the FBI report.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I ended up emailing the guy who was recruiting us once again, asking him for help. I asked him, okay, where the hell do I get an FBI background check? Like, I don't understand. I was so confused. He sent me a website. He was really helpful with that. And so it gave me a list of places I can go to get one. And from there, that's where I took it. There was a lot of calling them and seeing, there was a lot of calling and seeing if they would take us and what time they're open, how much it costs, blah, blah, blah.
I think that's when I had my meltdown.
Your first?
That's not
the
your first
meltdown.
Yeah, so I had a couple of meltdowns. I think that meltdown was I called out of work to go get some stuff done.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I got nothing done.
I remember.
Yeah, and so I think at the end of that day, I'm like, I like to eat my feelings. Don't judge me. Anyways, so at the end of that day, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get some fried dough and I'm gonna go home. Went home, never left the car, just sat there.
Was that wasn't that meltdown?
Oh, see,
No.
many-
I was in IKEA when she had that meltdown.
So then I don't know what meltdown was that then. There's
That
so
was-
many, but
I
there was
don't know. That
honestly,
one was like
that was really bad.
that was really
That was
bad.
really bad. Like I'm in a car crying my eyes out because I'm so frustrated with the whole process, and then I was feeling stressed from like work and stuff because I was like a really shitty employee, so I felt bad like I'm calling out, I'm coming late. And so yeah, I ate my fried dough in my car, fell asleep, like cried, like I've never cried okay, I'm not never cried eating, but I was like crying and eating, and then I ended up passing out, woke up, and there's like powdered dough everywhere. I'm like, what time is it? And like, you know, like when you have the crust in your eyes and you've been crying, it was just a hot mess. And I don't know what meltdown that was. That could have been like 4 or 5. It could have been 1.
Meanwhile, I was in IKEA buying a bookcase.
You're like, don't cry. I want that bookcase. I want that bookcase. Like, that looks nice. Stop crying. Oh, I think that looks nice.
It may have been an awful day for her, but I got a new bookcase.
You win some, you lose some.
You know what? I have my bullet journal here. It may have some answers. It may hold some answers.
The fingerprinting was so hard. You couldn't, I don't know, like, where do people go to get like their fingerprints done? And then there were like things with the cards and you gotta send it in. That was a whole problem in itself.
December 26th. Figure out background. Figure out fingerprint, right? It's pushed to like, it means forward. Yeah, I have it where I check it off as forwarded to do it some other time. And then here it is.
The next
day, the 27th. Oh,
again.
IKEA trip with Shanice and Nikki and Shanice. Is that when the breakdown happened? When I went to
I don't
IKEA?
know what breakdown that was. I lost control.
I don't know which breakdown.
I lost count. And I just had a lot. I think my reason for really having so many breakdowns is because I am not the type to push through. She is. I give up, okay? I don't really, like, honestly, I'm surprised I even graduated school. I ain't gonna lie with you. Okay, the way I give up, because I don't know, I just feel like a lot of things aren't worth it, okay? At the end of the day, I'm like, you know what, it's not worth it, it's not worth it. And I often say that about things. So, yeah, I feel like, you know times I gave up before I came to this country? Okay, so, but she pushed through it. She, honestly, I've never met anyone so damn dedicated. And she'd be like dedicated to the wrong shit. And 90% of the time, she's dedicated to the wrong shit, okay? Like finding the right show to watch. Like she's, you know, she'll spend hours trying to find the right show to watch. She's dedicated to the wrong shit, but she was actually really dedicated to this. Meanwhile, I'm like, I give up. So I think without her, I wouldn't be here because I damn sure would have gave up when I had the medical check problem. When I had any problem. You might, like, that's why I had so many meltdowns, okay? Because this is not what I do. I don't push through. I let shit go. Like, I don't have time for it.
I found it. Okay, so we did the medical check. I did my not medical check, sorry. I did my fingerprint thing on December 30th. And, okay, so I had to take off of, like, I had to come in late at work to do that, which, like, really annoyed me because that's money. Well, it's not money lost because I end up staying late that. But, yeah, so what happened with my thing, I did the fingerprint and then I mailed it off, and like hers, after she mailed it off, like 2 days later, they're like, okay, it's coming back to you. And then for me, 2 days later, they're like, so your credit card was declined.
Wow.
And I'm like, wait,
you don't say.
wait.
That's the ugly card. Oh. Okay. All right.
But, okay, then luckily, like that was when my mom was in the hospital, and
luckily that was my mom. Luckily, that was when my mom was in the hospital. Okay, things are fine to say.
No, that was when my mom was in the hospital. But luckily, after that, I came home and I called them, and they were still up. It was like 9, but they were still, because I think it's on the west coast or something. So it's practically like 5 o'clock there, and yeah, they were still up and booming. And then I did like retried the payment, and it went through, and then I got my thing 2 days later. Now, with the second hardest,
I think it's the first hardest, like the absolute hardest thing.
No, the visa. Just getting the visa. No, the one of the hardest parts, and it could have been so simple, like so simple. If we knew 3 weeks earlier, we could have avoided this problem, that our school would have done the entire thing for us, right? But here's the part where we're trying to get our degree notarized, right? So here's what I did. I went to just a regular store, a notarization place.
I went to my bank.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, here, notarize my degree. Paid them $2. They notarized it, and then I signed the application and I sent it off to the thing. They sent me back to the Secretary of State. They sent me back that shit. They were like, nah.
No.
No. Okay. I mean, I didn't know. Well, they didn't send it back to me until like after I already was working on my second degree notarization, okay? That's how long it took for me. That's how long it took for them to send it back to me, while I already figured out that what I did was wrong. Because when she went to go do it, they're like, okay, no.
I remember that day. I drove to the bank, no. Drove to the county clerk's office, no. Went back to the bank, no. Went home and cried. Something like that.
Yeah, but they basically told her, oh, do this, like there's some steps, right? And I'm like,
what? Steps? What are those?
What steps are you talking about? You mean all those steps I skipped?
Uh-huh.
After I just signed an application, notarized my degree, and sent it off. And it's like, no, you have to have it, what's it called? You have to have it confirmed by the county clerk and all of this other steps. And I'm just like, cool.
Yeah. So, but we end up having to have our school do it.
Yeah.
Our school does everything, and honestly,
if we knew that 3 weeks earlier,
we wouldn't have been here so late, actually.
Yeah, it wouldn't have took so long, because like all we had to know was that basically
contact your school,
and they're like, oh yeah, for that
we do everything.
Just send us just give us a lot of. There were 9 steps.
Everybody loves their damn steps, okay? And we apparently love to skip all the steps, and that's why we fuck up. Okay?
Yeah, there were 9 steps, and they're like, okay, first you send us $15 so we could print a new degree, because you gotta have a new degree, okay? We'll send it to the county clerk right here in Broome County. We'll do everything for you. Send us the money, the envelopes, the applications. They basically, all they wanted us to do was compile everything, okay?
Send it off.
Yeah, they wanted us to put 3 envelopes, because we're shipping it to the school, we're mailing it to the school's mailing it to Broome. Even though Broome is right down the block.
And you can walk there.
And you can literally walk there. He was like, okay, send us an envelope to mail it to Broome. Send us an envelope so Broome can mail it to the Secretary of State, and send the Secretary of State an envelope so they can mail it right back to you. So we had 3 envelopes in the envelope to address to other places. We had checks in the envelope. We had applications in the envelope.
Honestly, that whole process was it was just really weird to go into the post office. I'm like, I need 3 envelopes to put in an envelope. They're like, I'm like, shh, just put the 3 envelopes in the one envelope, okay? Why are you questioning me?
Take these papers, this money, just put them all in there. And
she just has questions. I'm like, don't ask these questions. Send it out. What are you doing?
And here's the thing, though. We wanted it express because we're already behind, right? It's it's like middle of January. We're supposed to, or is it February?
I think it was February.
It's February at this point.
We're supposed to be in China by March 1st.
March 1st is like our starting date, right? It's the middle of February, and we're like, okay, we gotta hurry up with this thing. So we're trying to express it, right? FedEx is like, okay, $46. I'm like,
okay, you thought.
Okay, so USPS.
That was another thing, because we didn't send it off until we're sure. Can we send it to another?
Yes, like we're
so we have to wait
close.
another day or two for them to respond. Like,
yeah, because it was on a Saturday. I have it right here that it says go to the post office, mail off degree stuff, right? It was on a Saturday, and then the guy, he didn't want to answer. He didn't pick up his phone. I mean, I guess he's not in the office, whatever. But he did get back to me early Monday morning. He was really quick at getting back to me. He was really nice and everything. But yeah, and then now I'm like, crap, I have to wait. Do I have to wait another week? Because, you know, post office and stuff, they close at 5 o'clock. Okay, so once again, the problem with having a 9-to-5 job is that everyone else has a 9-to-5 job. When do adults do things that, I don't know, that requires you to do during business hours? So luckily, thank the heavens, right, that I live in the city of New York. So I found a post office that is open beyond 9 to 5, and that's when I like mailed off my stuff. I didn't wait until another Saturday to go by for me to like mail it off. That was that. It took forever.
Just when you think it's done,
all our problems are done. We finally 3 months.
It took us 3 months to get 3 simple things together.
We started in November. We got hired in November.
I think it was November.
And then, so February, now it's February. We finally nail off all the stuff, okay? You think we're done. Anyways, so let's talk about Becky, right? I knew Becky was incompetent from the jump. I did not fuck with her from the jump. When this bitch emailed me 3 times, right? The first email, hi Kristen, congratulations. Kristen, I am not fucking Kristen, okay? I am a father. There is no Kristen. This bitch is Kristen.
There's no Kristen. My name is Kristen, and we could try that again.
She said, hi Kristen, congratulations.
That's what you fucked up.
That's where she lost me.
I don't think she fully had you.
She never had me because that was the first time I'm introduced to her, right? We didn't get to, remember, with the Skype problems, we never got to talk to her via Skype for her to congratulate us. No, the first conversation, the first email I got from this bee, she's like, hi Kristen, congratulations.
It's all downhill from here, guys.
It went all downhill from there, okay, from that first interaction. Then she sends, okay, the congratulations, and she sends a whole bunch of like 2 documents in the email, right? And then when I didn't respond to that one, because you know, who the fuck is Kristen? It's not me, so I'm not gonna respond to you, okay? You're not talking to me.
Terrible. She's a thing with names.
Oh yes, I do. Like, so after she sends that I didn't respond, she sends me another email. One email with 1 document, another email with the other document. Like, I didn't get it in the first email addressed to Kristen, huh? And then later, I guess she sees she screws up, then she talk about hi Afana. Congratulations.
Yeah.
And then send the documents again. These documents I have now received 4 times. I have 10 different copies of the same fucking documents.
Oh my god. I mean, it was a rough intro to the company.
It was.
A rough. But
ever since then, ever since then, I knew I was like, no. This bitch is incompetent. I'm sorry, but no.
And there was that.
Fast forward, we arrive in China. It is 12 p.m. 12:50 a.m. right? I told her my flight was gonna arrive 12:30 a.m. It's 12:50 a.m. I'm asking her, where's she at? Huh? She's like, I thought you were arriving at 12. 12:30. I'm like, yeah, I'm here. It's 12:30. She's like, in the day. 12:30 tomorrow. I'm like, no, 12:30 a.m. Screenshot her, because you know I am really good.
She is the queen of screenshots. Like, oh my god.
Don't try to like mess with me, okay?
Like, she has proof that you even coughed. Okay, screenshot. Gotcha.
I will come at you. Don't try to like say, hey,
I never said this.
I never said this. I never said that. No. Okay? I will come at you. You dare send it to me in a message? I am screenshotting your ass and pulling it out. And you know where this is where my determination comes in, right? It could be 10 years ago. 10 years ago.
Got proof, bitch.
I am going to find that file from 10 years ago, okay? And bring it out for you. Like, I'm gonna search through every message we ever sent each other, go back to the beginning where our friendship started, be like, here's when you said it. It was December 2nd, 1999.
7:42 p.m. Okay, you said it.
You said it. Because that's the type of crazy person I am. So I screenshot this bitch and I'm like, here is an a ticket thing that I sent to her, right? And the email I sent to her. Because, you know, I knew she was incompetent, like, throughout the whole process. This is a fast forward, remember? So you didn't get to see the rest of the incompetence. You just got to see the beginning, and this is the end. Okay, because after that she broke her leg and we never saw her again. Come back up.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Because after that she broke her fucking leg and we never saw her again. But okay, so this is the end of the incompetence, right? So I screenshot her where I knew, because I knew she was gonna be incompetent. I said, listen, this is our flight details. Sorry, we are arriving in this airport at 12:30 a.m. okay? And then I sent her the flight itinerary down below, right? So when she sends me that message, I'm like, oh, did you get it wrong? Did you mix it up? I zoom in on the flight itinerary and I'm like, showing her the time, 12:30 a.m. You know what this bitch thought? Because like, I guess
They operate on a different clock, the 24-hour.
You know how the rest of the world operates on 24-hour clock, and we operate on the 12-hour clock, because you know we're America and we're rebels, and we're obviously don't want to be anything like everyone else. So she thought I meant 12 in the afternoon, not 0030. Right? So I'm just like, no. It says AM.
And there we are, sitting in the airport.
12:30 a.m.
I love China. I'm just sitting here.
Trying to tell her, hey.
At the end of the day, I was just like, okay, we can talk about it, go back and forth about who said what, who said. At the end of the day, I am still sitting in an airport in China and I need to get home. I've been traveling for 40 hours and I'm not with the shits.
Come pick us
so
up.
stop. Yeah, just come and pick us up. Like,
come
obviously you fucked up. So just come and get us. Okay? Let's just come and get us. Stop saying, no, but I thought, and no. I don't care what you thought, bitch. I know I'm in the airport and I want to get home. So you better come.
So she sent her boy, the headmaster, to come and pick us up. It's 4 a.m. now, and that's now we can rewind back to the first emails, okay?
Anyways, before we tell you about the 4 a.m. After we got our documents together, we then had to go to the Chinese consulate. Yeah, Chinese consulate. You had to bring all those things there.
No, we didn't have to bring those things there. They had to, we got the documents together. They sent then we sent them the documents, right? We were confused about that at first, but then we figured out that we have to send them the documents. Then they send us some documents, right?
Oh yeah, okay. So we had to send them everything, and we got our invitation letter and our work permit sent to us. Our invitation letter and work permit were supposed to be sent to us. Okay, we thought we received it because we don't know what the fuck we're looking at, and it's written in another language. We thought she sent everything.
Wait, no. Let's just like we did. That's the second day. First day, we go to the Chinese consulate. You know what they tell us? We didn't even make it to the door. We just spit it on the long ass line. They're like, you're supposed to type it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, the fucking New York library that made it live. Let me tell you why I don't fuck with them. Okay? So we go to the Chinese consulate, we bring all of our documents, whatever. We're waiting in line. We get to after waiting in line for how long?
It's the middle of February. Okay, it is freezing. Okay, freezing.
It's cold. It's the ass crack of dawn. I'm just like, all right, whatever. We waited in line forever. Finally at the front, and then this guy, like, he's like, oh, it has to be typed.
Wait. The typing it. Wait. Rewind. The pictures.
Oh, that's another thing.
The pictures.
Honestly, I don't know how we made it to this country.
I don't.
It was literally always something.
The pictures.
It was the pictures first?
The pictures first. So they want us, to have pictures for our application, right?
Singapore. That's simple. That's normal. We thought.
I have a couple of passport pictures that I have a passport picture left over from when I did my passport, right?
I don't know how long ago, but yeah, you had passport pictures. I couldn't find them. All right, whatever. We're gonna take some pictures. We thought simple. Take some pictures.
So we send it in. She's like, no, wrong size. Not right picture. So I pull out my camera, like, go stand in front of a white wall trying to take some pictures, right? To work some magic on my computer, maybe get a picture. It took forever for us to find a place to print a picture. We didn't find a place to print a picture.
I think we first tried to find a place to take the picture. That didn't work. We're like, okay, how about we find a place to print the picture? We'll take it ourselves. We just got new cameras. We're hyped. Whatever. That didn't work out either. I don't understand. They were very specific about the size of the photo.
Yes, very specific.
And everyone else was confused by it too. Like, they were just like, what do you mean?
We're like, okay, so the standard US photo is 2x2. They're like, no.
Was it 4x3? 3x4?
No. What was it? 4 centimeters by 3. They wanted 4 centimeters by 3 centimeters, which is like 1 point something inches by.
That's too much math.
Another something inches.
I'm like, I don't care to do the math. The point is, they were real specific about the photo, and the photo has to be pasted on our application. So if you don't have the photo, you can't even turn in your application.
So we did have the idea to like cut our passport photos, but it would cut out like certain stuff. It wasn't gonna work. The passport photos was a trip that took 2 days to figure out. Right? It's just simple. Just get some damn photos.
You know what's really terrible? Because we took our passport photos in the Chinese Chinese consulate. Remember, we took it in their own area, like, so they don't even approve of their own photo.
Yeah. So that after that, we couldn't figure out. We decided, okay, we have to go to the Chinese consulate to take the photo. She comes from.
Where West Bumblefuck.
Yeah, she doesn't live in the city. I live in the city. We're near the Chinese consulate. So she comes to the Chinese consulate to take the picture. And we go up there. We wait in the line for 10 years because,
Yeah.
you know, we wait in the line for 10 years. We finally take the pictures, right? And it's not the right size. It's still not the right size. It's like,
that doesn't make any sense. Why are you offering a photo booth to like take photos for your application when you're not gonna accept it? Like, who does that? Bitch, you just robbed me.
we went to Walgreens and we cut the photo.
Struggle to get photos, and you would think that something so simple as taking visa photos would be easy. It's not, and it's a trap.
Yeah,
no,
it is.
So we finally get the photo.
2 weeks later,
we're back in line.
We're back at the consulate in line now. Now here's where we get to the front. It's cold. It's February, and they're like,
no, it needs to be typed.
it needs to be typed.
Okay.
I don't even make it inside the door. Okay, we rushed to the library thinking, hey, it's a quick.
We do not rush to a library, okay? Let's stop lying. And if you live in New York, you know that where the Chinese consulate is by the fucking water, and where the New York Public Library is by what, Grand Central? Or some shit like that.
It's on 42nd Street.
It's on 42nd Street. Basically, it's not this. It's something like this.
We went to the one on 40th and 5th Street.
So we had to, find a library, and and that's how I pretty much learned to hate the damn New York Public Library, and I don't fuck with them because
This is her story.
I don't understand.
Excuse me.
All I wanted to do was print an application. Okay, I just want to use a computer and print something. She's like, oh, you have to get a library card. I was like, miss, don't worry about it. I'm moving out the country. I'm never gonna be back here. I thought, I'm never gonna be back here. I just want to print something, right? Fussed, and she was just like all fucking high and mighty. I was like, bitch, you're a fucking librarian. Chill the fuck out. Ain't nobody going, no one at your job. Like, chill. Just let me print the shit and go by my way. But anyways, we got a library card to print one document. And then we're like, okay, great. Now let's head back and try to get in the building. Let's wait online again. Yeah, we wait online again. And I don't even know what happened after that.
Oh, yeah. We went online again to get in the building. We got inside the building. This time we got on the next line, right? This is when we show them our stuff. We show them everything's printed. Here's how paranoid we are. We printed several copies of the same page, so they won't send us away again, right?
We're so scared that they wouldn't like accept our stuff. We're really frustrated at this point because it's just like,
come on, it's been months.
How many we printed plenty of applications and
we were like
4 pages of each.
Yeah, we're just like, okay, maybe one page had a certain section where we didn't quite understand. So we printed it off, we printed one version of it, then we printed another version of it. We were crazy, okay?
So if anything, you don't like page 3, I got like 4 page 3.
I got another page 3.
There you go, here's another one. You don't like page 1, I got another one. Okay, what do you want? I have it. We thought.
So we go into there and then we go to the next side where this lady, she's before the table.
She pre-check?
Yeah, she's a pre-check. She's checking out our papers. She's like, okay, yeah, application's good. I'm like, you sure? She's like, yeah, it's good. And now I'm showing her my documents. She's like, where's the invitation letter? I'm like, what's this? She's like, where's the invitation? I'm like, that's right there.
She's like, no, where's the? I was like,
she was like, that's a confirmation of the invitation letter. I'm like,
oh, you don't say.
You're like, so you didn't get anything else in the envelope because the envelope was sent to me? I'm like, nah, bitch, I was only thinking the fucking envelope.
And we come back to incompetent Becky. Okay? She had one job.
To send us the fucking invitation letter to work permit. You know what she sent us? A confirmation of the invitation letter to work permit.
I just don't understand. Like, we did all the process of getting the 3 things together so she can, get us our work permit and get us our invitation letter. You had one job.
All you have to do is send us the invitation.
Send it to us. That's it. She sends a confirmation not the actual letter.
She sent the confirmation. So now we're like, damn, it took her 10 years to send that, what's it called? Confirmation, right?
Right?
About 10 years to send that confirmation. We're like, okay, we went back to LA. We're like, could it be emailed and printed off? Like,
We're just desperate at this point.
do we have to have the original copy? Because Becky's gonna take another 10 years
to mail it from China to us.
Yeah, and she doesn't want to pay for express.
Yeah, she doesn't want to pay for. But I'm out here paying for express, but you don't want to express something all the way from China, but I'm expressing something all the way from down the street.
Anyways,
So that was a fail, and I ended up staying in the city that night.
And we went back first thing in the morning after Becky sent us the email of the invitation letter. Right? She's like, this. I'm like, yeah. You know, the thing you're supposed to send originally. We printed off. We have rushed to the library at 10 a.m. because that's when the library opens. We print it off. We go to the consulate. And that process was actually pretty.
That was quick. That was
once you get in.
But that's just it though. We spent 2 minutes at a window. The lady didn't say anything in English. She's like she's moving around with all these motions, and then
we're
she turned around to
we're holding our breath. We're like,
she turned around to ask someone something. I was like, bitch, don't play with me. I don't need no more problems right now. Don't. And then she said, okay. And that's it. I was like, that's it. We did all that for 2.5 seconds at a window with a lady who barely spoke English. And then I think at the end of the week.
And then the end of the week I picked up the thing.
So we got our visa on a Friday, left the country on a Tuesday, and arrived in China on a Friday. Damn. You know, we have to move quick.
You saw the vlog. You saw the vlogs from the getting to China here, so we don't even need to talk about that.
Yeah, watch the vlog, and then you could see the struggle bus that we were. But damn, that was just getting to the country. Oh, let's talk about the last getting here. Besides the fact that our ride thought we were arriving the next day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it sounds crazy, and I understand why people are like, yo, you sound crazy considering we didn't see the people we had our interviews with, and we're gonna get this nice ass apartment that they sent pictures of, and we're gonna work with these people we've never seen, never heard of. We're gonna get this so and so salary, and we're like, yeah, we'll come. And then on top of it, we arrive basically at 12 a.m. but we didn't get picked up until 4 a.m. 4 o'clock in the morning, middle of China, just me and her. We're having the people who are supposed to pick us up are not picking us up because suspicious AF. But we're like, okay, whatever. We're gonna go with.
To be fair, we did take out a knife. My little. We take out this scissors. The sewing kit scissors. That's what it is.
That was our defense. Okay. Oh wait, our plan was. Because our headmaster and her husband came for us. First of all, ain't no nigga supposed to pick me up from no airport, okay? My mama don't think no niggas picking me up from an airport, okay? So when she showed up with the man, I was like, who that? I was about to get in no car. Who that? Mm-hmm. She's like, husband. I was like, all right. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm like, we're strong. I could take them.
The headmaster is a bit older, a lot older, I guess you would say, and her husband. So we're just like, we each take one. And that was our plan as we got into a car 4 a.m. with strangers that's going to take us to our nice apartment. I bet we could have died.
We could.
That's really terrible. But yeah.
We had the scissors.
She had her scissors.
We had protection.
Listen, my plan was to just take a bitch out and run, okay? And it was really scary because it was all grass fields or some shit like that. So you can't see anything.
Because we're driving from one city to another.
Yeah. Isn't an airport in our city because it's small. But yeah, you can't see shit outside, pitch black. And then I got nervous when a car was it right behind us or next to us? Right. And then they were slowing down. I was like, Fana, why they slowing down? There's no stop sign. Why they slowing down? I got so nervous. I was like, what's going on? Okay, cars are slowing down. I ain't never seen that car. But then we kept speeding up. I was like, okay, maybe this is fine. Got to an apartment. And then our apartment entrance is all dark, okay? Mm-hmm. There is no way out, okay? It's a gate. And we were driving through the gate. I was like, why are they closing the gate? I'm looking back and they're closing the gates of our apartment. I was like, so they were just gonna close the gate, huh? Okay, cool. We're literally trapped.
Ready.
She had her scissors ready. I'm just looking around and I'm like, oh, then I was like, okay, so where are the other teachers? Because we were told that there are other teachers, right? So I'm like, oh, so Are the other teachers living in
Oh yeah,
this
Becky.
apartment?
Wait, Becky met us up. Becky showed up at the thing. That was like
That's the least she
that,
could do since
that
she
was
left our
the first time we saw her that night, and the next day, and then Becky broke her leg, and then we never saw her again. Okay?
Becky again.
We never saw Becky again. Like she recently showed back up, and we're like, who is that? Why is this girl hanging out in the office all the time now? As she limps away, we're like, oh yeah, Becky, what happened to you? So yeah, Becky showed up that night, and we're asking Becky, so where the other teachers live? And I guess she was talking about the other Chinese teachers because they weren't no fucking here.
It's very, that was scary. She was like, they're not here. They don't live here. I was like, we were told that there were other teachers. I'm looking around, pitch black, in the middle of China. I'm like, where the other teachers at? You told me that there were. Nervous as hell. Honestly, we sound so stupid. I don't know how we're alive.
Listen,
We got really lucky. This could have ended so wrong. Honestly,
listen.
this could have been a whole nother story.
I don't think God would have let me into something so dangerous.
You know, everyone says that and then they're kidnapped. So really, anything could happen. I think we got fucking lucky.
Nah,
I think we really got, dude.
we did, but I don't think like.
You don't think anything would have happened?
I did do some research. I mean, I do think I was scared that I was gonna be sold into sex trafficking, but you know that was just like at the back of my mind.
I have an updated video on why I don't believe. It sounds crazy, but I think it's very hard to have like sex trafficking in China.
Oh God, China.
That's another video, but
That's another
here's
video.
why I think it's like practically fucking impossible. There's a video on that. But yeah, that's how we got here. And now we're English teachers. Did we want to become English teachers?
Anyways, so thank you for watching.
You know, I think we really just wanted an adventure, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that
I mean,
America won't hire us.
Getting here was
But
an
China
adventure.
will. Our reason for coming here is I think we just wanted an adventure.
I wanna travel.
We want to travel.
We have wanderlust in us.
But I think my biggest thing is, well, like she told you how we got here. That's what she thinks. I honestly think we got here because no one would hire us in America. We just graduated freaking college, and you know what? We fell for the dream that they sold. The whole we're gonna have a wonderful life after coming to school, and you know all these great things. We fell for the dream, and obviously we went to college and we graduated. Yay us! But post college was not fun. After we graduated, we actually went to London. And we just had so much fun and we enjoyed traveling. We're like, okay, we got to do it more. And when we saw the opportunity to travel again, we're like, okay, you're paying for my apartment and you're paying me the same thing I would be getting paid if I was working the only jobs we could get in America.
Not we, because retail won't fucking hire me.
Okay. Well, that's just the crazy part. We couldn't even get hired in retail. Well, it's pretty much the same thing I would be getting paid if I was at home. So why not just do it in another country, and like why not teach? So I think because we had that need to travel from London, it's like, all right, any reason to get out of the country. And it's like, hey, teach in China. I'm like, okay, let's go. Like
That's her idealistic.
I think that's
the like that's the mindset that she had. I told you the realistic part. I was just scrolling down a website and I happened to come across it. I'm like, okay. that's the realistic. That's how it like went down, but that's like the mindset that
I guess
she thinks we had. If you told me what happened, how did you get here, I went on my website, saw the thing, clicked it, and I said okay.
If you want to know what our mentality was, we traveled for post-college and we just wanted to travel more, and we found an opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever anyone asks like why, I'm just like, you know, we really just want to travel. And so yeah, we found an opportunity, we took advantage, and now here we are. So it's not that we want to be teachers. We are teachers. Kids kids are all right, and you know, I think we're actually pretty good at it. I think we're pretty good at it. I think I'm a great teacher. But ultimately, I mean, she wants to be in publishing. I want to be a lawyer. We can't afford grad school. No, so yeah, that's how we end up here, and that's why we're here. And you know, we're just living life. That's our whole story of why we're here and how we got here. And yeah, thanks for watching. Honestly, after realizing how long this video is, it might be on her channel because I don't want to edit this shit out. So yeah, thanks for watching.
Bye.